Welcome, Marcela. So good to have you join us today and talking about FEBi and the FEBi for you and FEBi certification that you'll be teaching. Let me get right into it, that you're one of the instructors at IZL. How did you come to this work?
Well, I was looking for something that could help me out, especially in these leadership positions that we have as women. And I wasn't finding something that was connecting completely with my whole body and with my intuition and what I was sensing in around me, but I couldn't really express. And so when I came to Phoebe, I was like, oh, yeah, because when we're in the practical world we really want to keep it like that, to keep it flowing, and at the same time there's so many things that come to us, I guess, just because we're women and also men. But in my experience in this body, that's just what I was noticing, how recognizing and honoring the energy in the body and how I was feeling and how it all could combine with the mind so that it could become a whole way of leadership, instead of just parts of me choosing which ones to use depending on the situation. It just made a lot of sense to come to Phoebe and to start using it everywhere I went.
Wonderful. And you're right, it really integrates the body and mind in a way that other assessments don't. Um, Maybe you could say a little bit more. I mean, the FEBi for You program is coming up and you'll be teaching in that. How did you discover FEBi was for you? How did it help you as a professional, as a woman, and in putting mind and body together? How did it help you?
Well, when I discovered Phoebe, I remember that the way it was introduced to me was through movement. And I remember also that the instructors then were sharing with us, imagine if we had music now, and what music would you use to describe what we were experiencing? So that also made it so special, because then it really became a full experience. I was moving the body with sensations, with feelings, with thoughts, with memories, and integrating like the future, past, present. It was really a full experience. And in many different kinds of programs, it's usually either one thing or the other, and you need to choose what are you gonna use, or what part of you again you're gonna be using for this or that. And I love the way that Phoebe and Zen leadership programs allow us to have both. We don't need to choose, we can use our whole selves to come together. And again, when we are well, or personally and professionally, many times I had, because of circumstances, not really allowed myself to fully show up. And with Phoebe, I was able to connect like all my pieces together and say, this is who I am and this is how I can show up even stronger to uh to do what's asked of me.
It's wonderful. I get excited listening to you, Marcella, because I had a similar experience when I learned about the 4 patterns that FEBi measures. It's like I could recognize the ones I use habitually that we could call my personality, because FEBi's a personality test. But then I could see all 4 of them as possibilities, and it was really expansive that way. So you're also teaching the FEBi certification this fall, which is really for coaches and trainers and facilitators to get certified in this instrument so they can use it in their work. What does it mean to get FEBi certified? Why would someone want to do it? Why did you want to do it?
Yeah. Well, especially I think when we are coaching others, and we're many times in leadership positions, we're constantly coaching ourselves too. I think what we want to know and have is more clarity. And Phoebe gives us a language that we can use for ourselves and that others can also understand. And part of being a leader is part of being able to communicate with ourselves and with others in a way that's clear. So I thought it was like a, how do you say here? Like a no-brainer. because it was really easier to separate in a way or to learn how to explain and how to separate tasks and things that needed to be done from sometimes misinterpretations of it is because you cannot do it, or people sometimes, as we're speaking, it may be interpreted as if we are blaming someone's ability to do some things or others. And FEBi just transforms completely the conversation. And it's really allowing us to look at the task in front of us. And well, I'm saying this just as not only for individuals, but also for groups, and allowing us to grab our strengths to know which is and what's going to help us to get wherever we want to go faster. And I mean, that's coaching, right? I love to, well, I have really enjoyed either coaching and being coached, because we are in a way in a place of urgency, and we really want to connect to that to get into a better place ourselves, so we can invite the whole community to find that liberation that we have been looking for so long.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we say sometimes in Zen training that when you make something physical, you make it practicable, you make it trainable. And that's what I'm hearing in your answer, that it can really help coaches and teachers of all kinds make things practicable so that we actually can help our clients move, make move.
That's right, because if not, that's the thing many times with, I think, with what the experience that we've had with the pandemic and all of that, it's just this sense of loneliness or of not being with others, or just the way our relationships changed. I think FEBi really can help us shift in a direction that we can come together from a place of understanding each other and really working towards our goals. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Marcel. Tell me your favorite FEBi story. What's your favorite FEBi story?
I think my favorite FEBi story is discovering myself in those movements, especially in the one of the visionary. I was playing with, and maybe it'll be a little giveaway, but there's this movement that allows you to just be so playful that I really felt so happy in it, that I remember I was in a way lost in that movement, and it just felt so good in the whole body that there was a lot of joy. And I think that's my favorite way of using my leadership, through joy. And I think many of us can find those ways through the body to find how is it that we want to use our leadership skills, and how are we in our best place so we can share it also with others. So I guess that was my favorite one. I still can remember that moment. And when I'm teaching it, I think it comes back. So I think people can feel it too, like it's coming or something, because it's just like really bubbly. And I just really feel centered, feel there. And in this space of I can do anything I want from here.
Love it. And I can feel the joy from here. So thank you so much for sharing that joy and that wisdom as a part of teaching the FEBi for You and FEBi certification. Thank you.
Thank you.